You have managed to gather many eminent panelists and delegates and to create a unique platform to discuss and explore various ways to meet the growing challenges in the Himalaya region. I have, during my time here, been observing how global pollution is ending up here, how disaster management can be affected by geopolitics, how lack of water is a growing concern, and the impacts of climate change. The region is prone to all possibilities. This we know, but what we don't know is how to tackle the problems. That's why Himalayan Consensus Summit is an important meeting place for people with alternative experiences and with a dedication to seek solutions and to seize opportunities. The world has never been an easy place to live in. I have been throughout my career always heard that we are living in exciting times. What might be interesting for some of us might be harsh and difficult for others. The reason for conflicts varies. There are no absolutes out there. The lack of or appetite for resources has been one of the main drivers for conflicting interests throughout the history. Today we see that the consequences of ongoing climate change becoming a growing security threat. It's easy to speak in general terms that we must create trust and build confidence among peoples and nations, but history tells us what we need is visions, a commitment to common goals, and leaders with exceptional qualities and skills. There are, however, post-developments in this region. There's a growing understanding that the present path of increasing pollution and lack of economic and social developments has to be dealt with jointly. And as expressed many times at this summit, this should create opportunities too. New ways to approach the difficulties are needed. Himalayan Consensus is for me about not only establishing principles, but also more about initiating a dialogue about the common good and possibilities. The summit has created a momentum in this respect. But the biggest challenge beyond the comfortable seats of this hall is how you reach out to those people who need empowerment and hopes for the future. Principles and policies are important and necessary steps, but only a platform for a long implementation process. I think I said last year that there is no right and no wrong in this discourse, only options to be stimulated. You all deserve great credit for trying out new ways in a positive manner. It's easy to become pessimistic and you list all the problems. Individuals can, however, make a difference. Norway has a reputation of being a peace broker, though we have not always succeeded in our facilitations. We know that it's more difficult to prevent conflicts than to negotiate a peace agreement. There's no doubt that the Himalaya region will face situations where there will be conflicting interests about resources. The issue is how to solve those conflicts before they turn violent. I don't have any perfect answer, but I do know that undisputed scientific data are important when the policymakers are negotiating. We have seen it in the high north or the area around the North Pole, where a scientific approach has created a platform for solving potential conflicts over sea rights and access to resources. The area is also very much affected by climate change, where the ice on the North Pole and surrounding seas are melting rapidly. It has created business opportunities transboundary, no doubt. The Arctic Council, as mentioned by David Moulton, has member states as USA and Russia, and observer states as China, India, and Japan. There's a structure in place with secretariat and working groups. The respect for values, interests, culture and traditions of the Arctic indigenous peoples is an important element in this setup and in the policy making. This might be a model for reference. I don't say you're going to copy it, but there is something created there with the right visions, with the right purpose, which the whole world, the global world, is signing up on. But just to warn you, this is step-by-step work, and it's no easy solutions. Finally, I would like again to thank everybody for the engagement, a willingness to think broadly and freely about serious and difficult issues. It has been great to be with you. Thank you.